I haven't made an outdoor video for y'all in so long, yo. It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talk, TC Fitness, and I am here, back at it again, with another video for the YouTube channel. Now, a couple things I'm gonna talk to you guys about in today's video. First thing I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I've been feeling on my semen retention journey. The energy truly has been super electric. I went through a super stoic experience a couple days ago. And this journey really helps you master your emotions. You're gonna go through highs and lows, you're gonna go through trials and tribulations, but you gotta focus on what's really important. Alright? I'm also gonna talk to you guys too about, being able to see through this matrix that we live in and what you really gotta start doing. Now, you gotta really let go of fear. Because a lot of people allow fear to stop them from being the best version of themselves. Or you care too much about what other people think rather than focusing on what you think about yourself, Now, the stoic experience that I had was the other day, Sunday to be exact. I was at work and I finished my work early. I'm getting better at my job. I'm getting a lot better at, handling the packages and, knocking things out, just doing what I got to do. Because I got the energy to do it. It's very beautiful out here too. Shout out to Mother Nature. Real talk. And I got back to the office and another station needed help. Because they usually come to our station on Sundays. So everybody left. Everybody had went home. There was only 2 carriers outside. And they had a whole bunch of packages, right? And the manager was letting me know that he showed me all the packages that they had, whatever. So I'm like, I get on the elevator, I was about to go home. And I'm like, you should have asked me to help them. So he goes, you want to help them? And I'm like, I don't mind. Like, the thing about me is that I'm a very helpful person. And that's one of my most positive attributes about myself, And I said, I don't mind helping them. So in my mind, I'm like, this is putting your emotions to the side and really staying disciplined. That's how I viewed it, right? So he was like, oh, you can help them if you want to. Just take the keys, get the truck, and he told me where to go to. So I'm like, I bet, I got you. So that's what I did, right? And I respected myself for that because I'm like, yeah, T, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's already tough getting paid by the hour, but that if you put in extra couple hours, it's gonna work out in your favor because I didn't want to go home only completing a certain amount of hours in the day. So that's exactly what happened. I ended up going to meet up with them. It was, like I said, 2 of the carriers. I went to go help them out, and I allowed my energy to put in the work and not be led by my emotions. Because if I was led by my emotions, I would have just went home. I would have said, I don't want to. I want to go home. That's it. But I'm like, nah. Let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? So SR definitely helped me out with that a lot. And I've been on a very, very this streak that I've been on, it's been very therapeutic. It's been very therapeutic. I've been challenging myself a lot more. And yeah, I've been through, some tough times. And having to hold myself more accountable, But to be honest with y'all, semen retention has been benefiting me, real talk. Alright? Another thing too is, I told you already, I've been blowing up on TikTok. Some videos been going viral. And I'm like, yeah, like that's that SR energy for real, because I'm just being myself. I'm literally just being myself. Speaking about the truth. I'm speaking out on this matrix. And how, you know, like getting paid wages and stuff like that, depending on how much you get paid per hour, but the whole system is super rigged. Speaking out on like how W2 workers get taxed the highest, and you know, it's crazy to me, because you put in so much work, you put in so much hours in your life that you can't get back, and you're already giving the government damn it basically 30% of your check, and you're like, damn, like you're not even left with much. So that's the next thing I'm gonna speak out on, is what to do in these times, right? So a lot of people have this fear of investing their money, right? Because we think so much like employees instead of thinking like entrepreneurs. And I definitely made a YouTube video speaking about this. We gotta realize that, of course, like jobs, they care about profit. They care about what you can produce for them, right? But at the end of the day, you gotta care about yourself. You gotta care about your future self, you know? So what I remind myself every day is to continuously invest into assets. And because the assets will produce income for you, right? And that's what the rich is doing. The rich get richer by owning assets. An asset is something that helps you put money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. You know? And realizing like, bro, like no matter how you feel, a job is still gonna pay you what they feel like you're worth, quote unquote. But don't let that determine your worth. Don't let that go over your head. You feel me? Don't fire truck is trying to get through and there's a car blocking the way, so but anyway, don't let a job determine what you feel like you're worth, because your assets will outpace what you make in a day eventually, you know? Hold on. It's like somebody is double parked and they're not gonna move their car, bro. They're definitely not gonna move their car. But yeah, your assets will outpace what you make per day. You just gotta keep on. Basically, you gotta keep on buying more stock into these companies, you know? And I try to tell people, like, invest into the stock market, invest into real estate, X, Y, and Z. I don't know if people listen. At the end of the day, you're gonna do what you want to do. But we just gotta learn to realize, bro, like, if you ask for a raise at your job and your job doesn't give you the raise, or they give you a couple dollars, like whatever, is that gonna help change your life dramatically? No. What will help change your life dramatically is you owning assets and you getting paid every day while your assets go up in value. And when they go down in value, all you have to do is buy more, because the stock market is ran off of human emotion, bro. It's ran off of human emotions. A lot of people sell their stocks at the bottom instead of buying more at the bottom, you know? And that's like, you got to play reverse psychology on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody playing music on there, so I don't want this video to get copyrighted. But you gotta play reverse psychology on yourself and learn, like, the more assets I own, later on in life, eventually, they'll outpace the amount of money I make at my job, or they'll outpace your salary, or they're gonna outwork you regardless, because you, especially get paid hourly, you only got so much hours in a day, and your job can cut your hours, they can do whatever they want. But as a person that owns assets, your assets is working for you 24/7. When you're sleeping, when you're awake, when you're working, when you ain't working, your assets is constantly doing the work. So throughout these times, we have to learn how to put stop being so fearful. So many people be afraid. You're afraid to invest because you're afraid of the outcome. You don't know what's going to happen, but you don't have control over the stock market. At the end of the day, you don't have control over a lot of stuff in life, right? Real talk. Only person you have control over is yourself. And what are you producing? What are you creating? Who's the person that you're becoming? That's the only thing you have control over. You don't have control over anything else. So you cannot be fearful. You have to be. You have to think more abundantly. You have to see through the system. The system wants you to be a cog in a system. The system wants you to be on a hamster wheel, just going for check to check to check to check. You get your check, you spend it on your necessities, then you gotta wait 2 weeks for another check, or if you get paid every week, whatever. But it just shifted the mentality, right? And once you shift the mentality and you learn how to stack the assets, own real estate and stock market, do what you gotta do, X, Y, and Z. Be a better steward of your money. You'll be alright. You know? They're not gonna teach you this in school. Jobs is not gonna tell you to invest your money. Some of them might give you a TSP or well, that's for the post office. You get a thrift savings plan. But some jobs might give you a 401k, whatever, right? But you can't touch that until you're a certain age. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, it just constantly, like I tell you, I see it through the system. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just, what's up with people, bro? They be wilding over here. But yeah, it's constantly see it through the system, bro. That's what that is. Look at this, bro. They about to, bro. Nah. I wish I could see this right now. So, just keep on creating the assets. Keep on stacking your bread. Change the way that you view this human experience. Keep on retaining your seed. And give back to yourself, bro. Give back to yourself. Real talk. Somebody was just doing something wild over here, bro. What the heck? Yeah, I'm out of here. But yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Retain again. I'll be back at it with some more content.